What does being authentic mean to you? This is Tracy with Tracy Talks, a podcast about life, looking at life from a new perspective to gain wisdom and understanding in hopes to know yourself more. I've been thinking about what does it mean to be authentic? And when I think about it, authentic seems like it would be defined as showing up as you are without a mask, without a persona, without an image that you feel like you need to show everyone. Showing up in authentic you is great. I would say that it's an ideal state to show up in, but there's a fine line there between being your authentic version of yourself and still remaining private and having some private over your personal life. And where does that fall in? Can you show up authentically and still have privacy? And how does that happen and what does that look like? I'm finding it difficult to be around people who want to act like nothing's wrong, want to act like everything is fine. I'm finding it difficult to be in those situations and just pretend like your world isn't crumbling. And I don't know why that is, because on a mental level, I understand that every situation is not the appropriate time to share details. That we can't just show up in every moment of the day and just go into that deep well of emotion or frustration or anger, and that we have to compartmentalize. We have to put things in a box and bring them out at the appropriate times. And I understand that. But I'm also finding it very difficult to be around people who want to wear the rose-colored glasses all of the time and live in what feels like a state of delusion. It's feeling harder and harder for me to participate in those moments. For me just to listen to what feels like lies, what feels like misrepresentation, and just allow it to continue. Because it feels intentional. It feels like there is intention there to misrepresent the situation. And that's what's coming from my heart. That's the feeling that's coming out of my heart when I say that. The thoughts coming out of my head, though, does understand that some people don't recognize their own role in how things progress. They don't recognize their own role in the situation, and therefore have created this elaborate story that serves their version of the situation. And my brain recognizes that. So now I'm feeling like there is a difference between the feeling in my heart and the thoughts in my head. And I don't know how to come to terms with that. I don't know how to just sit in those moments and accept the situation for what it is. The situations feel detrimental to my heart. And I think about those moments when I reconnect with someone that I haven't seen for a while. I am not the type of person who's just going to start sharing all of my details, that there is a level of privacy that I have. But if somebody directly asks me about a situation, and even if that situation is painful, even if that situation isn't one I would necessarily openly share, If someone directly asks me, I will tell them what has happened, what is happening, the truth of the situation. Is that what it is to show up in the moment authentically? How would you define that? How do you define that? What feels like a priority to you? Ultimately, I feel like when someone misrepresents themselves in any type of capacity is lying. It's being deceptive. It feels like the world needs more people to show up as themselves, however you are, in whatever state you are. That this time for filters, and filters is a good analogy of what is happening. These filters that just gloss over the images that we see. But what is wrong with seeing the hard, sticky spots in life? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with telling someone that you've had a rough journey? What is wrong with saying those things? Why do we act like we need to present this perfect version of ourselves and of our life and who we are? Why has it become a negative thing to just be ourselves in whatever that is? However that shows up, however that plays out, why is that? Why do we have to keep it together? Why do we have to hold it together? Why do we have to clean up the version, to put the filter on? Sometimes it's extremely difficult for me to simply participate in these experiences. I know I am not your person if you want the glossed over version and response from me. That is not me. I'm the truth teller. I'm the one who's going to give you the honest response and opinion. I don't necessarily just share that with everyone all of the time, but certainly if you ask for my opinion, I will tell you. I don't know, it's just I have been around people lately that just want to sanitize everything. And I'm noticing the difference there between my head and my heart. I'm contemplating, what does it mean to be authentic? And how do we live authentically? Just a few things that I am thinking about here this night. Take care. Thank you for listening to this podcast of Tracy Talks. Please like and share with others who would enjoy listening to this podcast. And until next time, we meet again.